pruning himself, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check him. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it twisted. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but pruning himself, gon' make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it twisted. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but pruning himself, gon' make way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. I ain't regular. I ain't regular. Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Needle blue. Ready.
Throwing first play is Lance. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
22 needle. Ready.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine. And
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
On the set.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Willie Gay.
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, here's Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like...
Touchdown, Panthers! Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And all the way inside the chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Broncos! Go!
Now Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Okay.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't slip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Williams. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Williams again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Come on, set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Read option. Here's Herbert.
It's a room to maneuver.
Down to the 10.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready, ready. Cut.
Miller is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
That's complete to Lazard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Bears at 6-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Willis.
The 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
To throw, here's Willis.
And that is caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin from 4 yards out. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points going by the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Ready?
A quick throw complete on to Beckham. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Miles Boykin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have moved out in front. Vizcaino now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
In motion left is Beckham.
Pause red. 6. Mega.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Ready.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right. Through. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go. Set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Yellow. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
To throw, it's Lance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Biscayno, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Lance. Right side, Claypool's got it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
Touchdown, Chicago! Denzel Mims, 48 yards.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Biscayno, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's complete left side to Gray.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Complete to Danny Gray. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Set, hut.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
And Lance's throw there hauled in by Claypool.
Lanson's pass
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit, because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Hey, check that. Street.
Willis will look to throw it. He's got this one completed to Mims.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Willis's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's Willis. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased.
Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Vizcaino for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Check right.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Ready.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready, break. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Third down, it's Willis. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10, Willis. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Lance looking to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He finds his target, Beckham. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Here we go. Claws red. 6. Mega. 7.
Desperation time here. Lance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Ready.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
Second down. Here's Willis.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Turn. Right there, right.
The shotgun snap to Willis. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual...
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this one too low.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Lance on third down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Needle blue. Hey, blue. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.